Have you ever thought about writing on LinkedIn? Well, it's not really a secret, but I don't really talk about it. And I've been quietly helping friends and clients find their voice on LinkedIn and how they can do it in a way that makes sense for them. And so I'm going to read you. This is my LinkedIn post that talks about it. And you'll see my little doodle bird here. Hi. First of all, hi, I'm Trisha Edwards. Nice to meet you if I haven't met you before. And if you're on LinkedIn, come over, connect with me, send me a DM, whatever works for you. Follow along if you like. I would love to hear from you. I'll put the information here in the description if that interests you. And I make doodle birds. That's one of the things that I'm kind of known for. So we had got our little doodle bird here and saying, I know exactly which way that we're going. And here's where I'm starting. And so this is about something new that I'm talking about publicly, but I've been quietly doing and didn't realize that, oh, there was a theme here that I was doing this until a client talked to me and told me and asked me the question. So here we go. It's not a secret, but I never really talked about it. I've been quietly helping friends and clients find their voice on LinkedIn, and maybe not in the way you think. Definitely not in the way that most people say that I'll help you find your voice. They normally talk about positioning and messaging and branding, personal branding and creating your profile page and all of that. And I can tell you that is not. So if that's something you're like, those things are valuable. They are important. They're valuable, but there's something else that people miss before you get to that point. And that's what I have been helping others with. Yes, I do have a stash of templates, several content calendar strategies, and like others, some chat moves. My offer to share or point them to resources doesn't get very far because they have been asking me to help them to do it their way. And that's true. That's how I have... I'm like, here's a whole bunch of templates, that you can use, or go to this person. They have this. It'll be really easy. This will make it super simple for you. And they don't want any of that. They often say yes, but then they come back and they want me to help them because they're looking to do it their way. They get that bunch of stuff and they're like, I don't want to have to figure out their system. I don't want to have to figure out what their template is. I want this to be easy for me and for it to come from me. And so it's different. And partially, maybe that's because I've been coaching them and they're like, oh, no. I'm tuning into myself because you've been helping me tune into myself. I'm not doing their things. I'm doing my things. How do I do that? So that's what's been happening. They want to do it their way. So I lead with coaching, a body-led process, and a reminder that the truth is enough. I help them find the rhythm, one that asks, why aren't you doing this more publicly? That's what one of them asked me. One of them asked me, why aren't you doing this more publicly? They were just like, but this is one of the things that you do and you do it well. And I gotta say, I was like, what? Like, this is not what I'm doing, And then it gave me, I felt that pause. And then I reflected on it for a bit. And I was like, wow, how does this make sense in my world? And then, here we go. My generator, wait to respond, said yes. So I'm a generator. I'm a 6-2 generator in human design. I do a lot of human design in my work. I love it. It's a wonderful mirror to help you see yourself. And, I said I felt the pause and then I had my wait to respond. One of the things about me is I'm also an emotional generator. So when they said it, I was like immediately, no. That I don't think that's what I do. I don't want to teach LinkedIn. And I needed to ride my emotional wave. So there was a bit of a break between that. And, then you have, because sometimes I even say like, oh yeah, that's great. But then I ride my wave and then it's not so great. So I rode my wave, went to my generator, and this is my wait to respond. Somebody came and brought me something. Because that's how I function. Be myself, live as myself, and things come to me. I don't have to chase anything. And I said yes. So here I am. And here's where I'm starting. What do I write about? So this is something I put together. It's a free 5-day guide for women ready to begin posting in a way that feels real. So you don't have to ever post anything before, or maybe you already are posting things, or maybe you're just a reposter. There's a lot of people out there who, I love it that they share the posts that had meaning to them. But maybe you're thinking, maybe I could write something of my own. And that's who I created this for, because it's a way to get started. It's a first step without going to somebody who's like, I'm going to teach you the full shebang. And then it becomes very overwhelming. Sometimes we just need one starting step. So it's a free 5-day guide for women ready to begin posting in a way that feels real. It's for anyone feeling the tug to share something meaningful, but unsure where to start. Perhaps not ready to sell anything, not even sure what personal brand means to you yet. Still carrying some pressure to perform, prove, or polish. You're the one who I made this for. This isn't a guide to go viral. God, no. I think that's a misconception about what a lot of people think. Well, but then I'm going to have to, if I don't have only but a few people comment or react, then I'm a loser. My post is a waste. But I'm not I don't see myself as one of those people looking for 200 people to comment. You don't have to be either one of those. Putting it out there is about putting your signal out there. And there are so many people who read, and you might be one of them, so many people out there who read on LinkedIn and never react and never comment. And so it can look like you don't have much going on with your post. But in fact, you do. And I know that because I have people who in real life that I know in real life, and we meet up or have a chance encounter or something. And they're like, oh man, I loved your post on LinkedIn the other day. And then they'll tell me about it. But meanwhile, I have no digital footprint of them ever being there. It happens. People do that. I do that too. Sometimes I don't react either sometimes, but it still clicked with me. I just didn't feel that other bit. So if you're feeling that pressure to perform and over polish, this is for you. It's not about going viral. There's plenty of others here on LinkedIn for that. So if you want that viral, there's somebody else. I'm not your person. You can even DM me. I probably could recommend somebody because there's somebody there for you. No, this is a path starting from resonance or returning to it if you're not feeling it. One step at a time, one truth at a time, led from the inside out. If you're ready to begin, or begin again, from a softer, more spacious place, you can get it here. And I'll put a link in the description for you as well. I'll be sharing more soon, but for now, just this, a simple beginning. For those of you who are living in your resonance here on LinkedIn, what's one tip you would offer someone for just starting out? And, you can look here. This is 4 days after I sent this post. I have 38 people who gave a reaction. There's 41 comments, which doesn't mean 41 commenters. It just means comments, replies, and the such that are in there. So it's normally you can take that number and put it by half because I respond to everybody. And you can go far with a small amount. You don't need a huge amount. This is just about attracting the right people and repelling the ones who are not for you. So it makes life a lot easier, a lot less overwhelming. And so if you think that this might be something, I have a little something to contribute. I have a little something I feel like I want to put it out there. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I don't know how to shape it. I don't know what the purpose is. I don't know what my next goal is. Because maybe you're not looking to leave your job or change positions or start something new. You're just ready to open up to see what else might there be. And so that's what this can be for you if you're interested. So I'm going to put it, like I said, it's free, and I'll put it here in the comments. What do I write about?